Yo!
Of all the people that I thought that I wouldn't see first, it would be you, Crit Chicken. Welcome.
How's it going?
Going good. I'm adjusting audio levels right now because OBS, the show, and the test I did on Wednesday with Cajun when I played back the local recording was kind of meh. So making sure that's okay. So you may want to check and see where your volume's at. You're definitely come in and over the music, or at least on my side. And I think Seraphina's in chat too.
Don't have me open just yet. Did you see what I got you?
No. I turn off Steam when I do this and save all my resources for.
Got you. I got Pico Park for me, you, Jalen. I didn't get Nordic because I don't have them on Steam. I do not believe.
Oh, we can fix that tonight after the show, or during the show, or before. Awesome. Did you get a chance to play Haven?
No. I think we're supposed to have controls or something for that game, like controllers.
Oh.
So eventually we'll pick up controllers.
Well, I can hook you up with Xbox controllers, so that's not an issue.
Oh, it's okay.
So
you don't have to do that.
I get them for less than half off. So,
oh.
Yeah. So it's not an $80 controller. It's like $35.
Jesus, that's still a lot though.
It is, but it's there.
I think Amy's going to join us in a little bit.
Okay. Surprised Cage is not. I know he was out with his family.
All in good time.
Devices in the room that make whirring noises like the... I don't think you know this, but I actually do all of this from a glass room. So it's bad for keeping in heat builds.
I'm not too early, am I?
A conversation like, you had a grand adventure doing puns at work. I want to hear more about that and where that came from.
Well, it's just like the reason why I did a lot of puns is because I'm trying to get back at my manager, or at least one of my coworkers, for dropping a pun. He said, "Oh, you do know that diarrhea is hereditary, right?" I'm like, huh? It runs in your genes. So I was like, okay, I'll fix you up. Twitter, this is your call to arms.
Neat. Welcome, Barcode.
Howdy, how's it going?
Going all right. You okay to do this? I know you said your voice was being angry.
Oh, my voice is fucked, but yeah, I'll be doing it. I just won't be able to talk tomorrow, which will be great because I have a Ringette game to go watch. It'll be fun.
Well, if you need to take it, man, I say take it. It's only because you got to take care of yourself, because we need that golden voice of yours and Barcode noises.
It is not golden, trust me. I am all in on broken voice.
All right.
Remember, kids, don't break your voice as a younger person. Terrible idea.
In fact, there was a demonstration of that in one of our previous episodes where Amy had checked in with us and told us why, and gave a good demonstration of what his videos were like then.
Yes, I could broadcast my voice to, I think, Alpha Centauri is the closest galaxy to the Milky Way.
Yeah, that's
pretty short. Yeah. This is currently my voice is kind of like this.
Meanwhile, when I was growing up, I used to, warm up my vocal cords with chorus, and also try to work on my articulation with the whole red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. Just like continuously like progress the speed and stuff like that. But I think I stuck to just being a soprano and kept it as a soprano.
There you go.
Nice. All right. Is this all going to represent your flash shader?
It was always awkward back in the day because it was like that warm up with red leather and yellow leather, and then also having to switch it up with specific Pacific. So you had to keep on going back and forth with those 2 words or whatever, or 4 words depending on which warm up you were doing, and you were supposed to keep going until you actually screwed up. It's kind of like a tongue twister, but you kept on it until you got it.
Nice.
Good stuff.
I did fuck all that up.
Specific.
See that? It's hard.
I had to try it.
So, raise animation.
So imagine so imagine that, but with red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow. Yeah.
No thanks.
We ended up doing it when I was younger, but it's just like, but it kept on gradually getting faster and faster and faster.
Gotcha.
Got to the point where it's like, blah, 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 blah.
So, learned a few things in test stream on Wednesday, other than guest star works swimmingly well with OBS.
Nice.
Yes, no, like it's ridiculous. Like we could definitely go PNG tuber all the way at any given point. So if that's the direction we want to go, we could have our little animated avatars dancing around up here. I know Cajun's excited and he wants to put up his. So, but I'm all right with Discord reactive images for now because it's very indicative of talking.
Oh, I can't wait for tax return season to come to a close. I just got good news.
So, what's going on tax return season?
I keep on checking my refund or whatever because I did my return on the 24th of January, right? So they're like, oh, keep checking mid-February. So I checked today, and finally it switched over, and I'm getting my return in 5 days.
Well, that's exciting. All right.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, hiccups. Yeah, do I need to put a flashlight on update skin for the rocket launcher? Sorry, I'm modding Doom 3. I'm taking someone's very, very old mod called the duct tape mod, and I'm trying to slap it onto all the guns in the game. Because I don't know if you've ever played Doom 3, but the release version, you had a flashlight that you could hold, and the battery would eventually go down, and you'd have to, put the flashlight away to quote unquote let the battery recharge, and then you could shoot your gun, but you're shooting mostly in pitch black.
Oh wow.
And you would think on a colony on Mars, someone would have packed duct tape. Someone. So this person went and threw together a mod that basically puts the flashlight directly onto the weapon. They narrowed the beam down a bit so it wasn't as wide as it used to be. But it does make it a little bit easier to see now and play the game, and you're not spending so much time switching weapons and flashlight all the time. It's nice, I enjoy it. And I'm now trying to make it all work on the weapons in the game. So I've just finished up the rocket launcher. Shotgun was already done. So now I'm going to take all of these things. I'm going to put them all back in the PK4, which thankfully is just a zip file.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to load the game and see if it worked. So we shall see.
Another 3 minutes. I'm going to burn up another 3-minute ads to keep us at 30 minutes to an hour. Because I started this stream and I went ahead and I burned up 6 minutes worth of ads. So that's like 3 minutes, 5-minute cooldown, 3 minutes. and that puts us at like 58 minutes without pre-rolls, which is exciting. So the upkeep on that just means every 30 minutes up to just before the start of the show, I just have to run one ad, as opposed to spending the last 10 minutes before we actually start managing ads. We just have to run it once and we're good.
Cool. Wish me luck. I'm loading Doom, and I'll load my save game to see if everything works. Oh, error during initialization.
Oh no.
Line 46, unknown intensity. All right. That was on the script. Pistol.
Serafina, how are the volume levels? Am I overwhelming them? I can't really. I know Imy's going to be a little bit softer tonight, so I could. Okay, good. Because you're listening at like 30%. And if you can hear us all at 30% over the music, then it should be good. Also, I added some recent additions to the broadcast. If you notice the lower left-hand corner where Serafina has just replied, there is now scrolling chat here at the beginning.
Yay. All right. May actually break a few more times. Chain gun, yeah, okay.
It's
Kinda
very
figured it would.
Bob Ross-esque, the way you're talking right.
Oh god, I hate it. Absolutely hate it. Intensity. You get commented out. Open the PK4 again. Take the script. Chain gun.
It was funny. Over at work, we were discussing Bob Ross, and I was like, oh, yeah. Happy accidents. Apparently, my mom referred to me as one.
Oof.
Ooh. Oof.
Plasma.
Don't worry, we'll just make little trees.
Oh. I have to say how much of a resource hog that OBS isn't. I'm thrilled. I can't tell you because my laptop sounded like a jet engine every time I'd fire up XSplit. OBS just turns on and is like, "Are you ready to stream? Are you? Are you ready to? Let's go. Let's do this." I mean, it's amazing.
All right, game.
All right, turning up an ad.
Rocket launcher. God damn it.
Currently, our pre-roll status is 44 minutes and 30 seconds.
Rocket launcher script.
What?
Where is our Cajun?
Probably in the bayou.
Again, you're probably not wrong. Apparently it loads the BFG mod last. Weird.
Wouldn't be surprised if he's actually getting ready for Mardi Gras.
Is it about that time?
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I know he was at family's house. He didn't say anything about not being.
He's around, I think. So I'm on Twitter.
So, Crit, with all of your fancy consoles, have you played any interesting games lately?
No.
No.
I've been sleeping and working.
Sleeping and working? Well, do you have any plans to use your fancy consoles?
Yes.
So I remember the duck walking that you were exclaiming about whenever you got all of them all at once.
Yeah, it was funny. I literally walked out of that Best Buy with the PlayStation 4, like that little goat in the meme, like, Yes, it's mine. It felt like it was like, I don't know if you're familiar with wrestling, but Money in the Bank,
I don't get the reference right
where they
now.
had the briefcase with the money or
Oh, yes,
whatever.
where they hang it from the top and they have to get on the ladder and get it. Yeah. All right.
See, that was me with the PlayStation 4 because it had like the the carrier thing to it, like the little handle to it. So I was just like walking, I was like kind of like strutting a little bit, like, yeah, I got it. I think one of the people at the Best Buy was hoping that I didn't claim it. I'm like, nope, bye. It's going home with me.
Somebody didn't put it back in the special stock area. That's good. Well, I mean, so no plans. Like, I know that. So every console that I've ever bought, I always had a plan for a game. This consoles that I bought, not gifted or inherited, right? Like, for example, I only bought the original Xbox because of Fable and the hype that came with it.
Okay, we'll see you soon, Surfina. Sorry.
Do I stick that in update barrel?
PlayStation was for Final Fantasy VII. What else? I never bought a PS2.
Oh, I loved PS2. I literally sunk all my time into Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, such a good game.
And then there was, what is that, on GameCube I played Skies of Arcadia, and I think Bad and Kados, and some other game that I can't remember. I know there was also, I think on PlayStation 2, was Tales of the Abyss, which was one of my favorite.
That sounds familiar.
Luke von Fabra, Mysterica, Disc the Rose, Largo the Black Lion. God, there were so many notable characters. Already Out of the Wild was one of my favorite, though.
I wonder if they have a Steam port of it, because I know a lot of the Tales games were starting to be ported over to Steam.
I don't think so, but I hope. I really hope. Because that was a really good game. That was a good, oh man. That and Skies of Arcadia was really good.
I think mine was like Final Fantasy VII. I ended up getting Lunar or Luna, I can't remember. But that game has been remade so many times with enhanced editions, super enhanced editions, and ultra deluxe HD, super pixel edition, you name it. But that was that. In what was the next console? But I think I was a PC gamer for the longest time.
Yeah, so one of the bigger games I played though was like Bad and Kato's Eternal Wings and the Lost Ocean. Oh my goodness. I think it came with like 3 different CDs to it.
Oh, yeah.
I really liked that game. I really did. It was kind of like up there with like Chrono Trigger and Chrono Cross. Chrono Cross was another good game too.
You know, I never could get into Chrono Cross. I slammed the crap out of some Chrono Trigger. Like, I remember I had my job and still in high school, and I didn't have a car, so I got the money and I split it to my stepdad at the time. I was like, hey, so I just called Toys R Us. I need you to run there and go grab it. He's like, really? Yeah, at your leisure. I'd really like to play it now, though. Can you? So that was back when they would hold games for you.
Guess what? On February 8th, 2023, Nintendo Direct, it was announced that Bad and Kato's and Origins would be remastered with a summer 2023 release date. Oh boy. But they are focusing on Xenoblade Chronicles.
You know, I've been looking at Xenoblade Chronicles. I've got friends that say it's pretty good, but I could never get into it. These are the same friends that would run the OG Monster Hunter stuff. And like on the new, you can't see it, air quotes, 3DS with a little 3D knob on it, the upper right hand corner. And
Hmm.
I could never get the hang of that. It was just like somehow it detected which direction you meant it to go, kind of like those little racers in the middle of your keyboard on the laptop. But it was not as texture friendly. I don't,
But get this. Also on February 8th, they said that Bed and Kados 1, my favorite game, and 2, HD Remaster was announced for release on Nintendo Switch in mid 2023. So they're bringing it back. They are bringing it back
good.
after 20 years. Because its initial release was December 5th, 2003. And I swear, if you like storyline and you like characters and stuff like that, you will love that game. It is. Mwah.
Well, now the real question is are you going to play it? Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah, bud.
Like I said, you got all these fancy consoles, but
I still have my Switch though. I mean, shit. I mean, ooh, don't get me started. I sunk so many hours into that game. That entails. I couldn't even get over. It got the popularity for Tales of the Abyss also spurned up an animated show of it, and
Oh my goodness, the one that's on Amazon right now?
hold on, let me show you.
Because that is like the most twisted, saddest. Like I would want to watch that series. Tales, yes, because I mean, some brutal stuff.
I mean, I don't think it was that bad, but let me see if there's. Sorry, I'm like taking a walk back in time now.
Time travel.
Well, it didn't crash.
There you
Will
go.
my chain gun have a flashlight on it? I've got a flashlight on the BFG, the plasma gun, the rocket launcher. Oh my god, I did it. Oh, that makes me happy. Okay.
Yeah, after the show, I want you to look at the official trailer of Tales of the Abyss, though. That I loved it.
Like for the game or for the anime?
Uh, I believe that was for that specific one was maybe for the anime, or at least what they were trying to turn it into. I didn't get to watch the anime, but I loved, like I said, I loved the storyline of Tales.
Oh, Namco.
Yeah.
Speaking of Namco, I actually picked up Wild Hearts.
And honestly, though, back in the day, I'm glad that um, they actually had such a diverse character, profile for every, for a lot of things in that game.
Hmm?
Because if you actually look at Disc the Rose, his relationships and stuff like that. Granted, he has kind of like a sad background. He's kind of like if you ever played Kingdom Hearts, you know Marluxia. Well, Disc the Rose is the Marluxia of Tales of the Abyss.
Okay.
And they kind of had like a ship that sailed with Disc and Jade Curtis, which kind of like hints at like Shonen Ai, which is kind of like boy stuff. And I was like, oh, sorry.
Hold on. Tales of the Abyss takes place on Alderaan, a planet composed of elementary particles called phonon. For much of Alderaan's history, only 6 phonons were known to exist, representing the elements shadow, earth, wind, water, and fire, and light. But eventually, a seventh phonon controlling sound is discovered. That sound about right?
Yes. And also one of the characters called Arietta the Wilds or Arietta the Beast, she is so cute. But she's also considered a god general. She might be really cute, but she is a 3rd division commander within the Oracle Knights. So looks can be deceiving.
Wow.
Ooh,
Ah, there he
Yeah.
is, the Cajun himself.
the Cajun of the hour.
I want to let you folks know how sexy you look in this new layout, like on Discord. Really good.
Now look at this character sheet of like Arietta. Isn't she so cute? Oh my goodness.
Where'd you send it?
To your Discord or to
Oh,
your messages. Like I
Slide
said.
into those DMs.
Hey.
Be like,
Oh yeah, look at that.
I mean, she's a god general, but she carries around stuffed animals. Isn't that? Ah, I love it.
damn it.
That is pretty good looking.
Why is the rocket launcher not working? Things you want to hear IME saying.
And if you ever played me, if you ever played me, if you ever seen me play World of Warcraft, there was Humar the Pride Lord in the Barrens. I literally renamed him to Largo in reference to Largo the Black Lion of Tales of the Abyss.
Nice. I guess you were a hunter?
Yes.
Ah. Turn off. All right. 5 more minutes. Burn up the final ad. It looks like Cajun's trying to speak, but it's not coming through unless I muted him for some reason.
I think he muted himself.
Well, no, I see like this little green thing popping on and off. See, look at it. It's like a little disco over there with Cajun's face on it. Oh, there it goes. And his headset's muted.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Okay, you're
Yo.
really low.
I'm working on it. My microphone was unplugged and I'm adjusting.
That's why we start early to get all the sound checks out of the way.
Actually, restart this. Give me 1 second.
And that's another character in Annis is another character. Annis.
Well,
Yeah.
I look at that word and I keep thinking of the pink sister
other-
in of Gumball.
Yeah,
Anais. See here. One of the protagonists and Fawn Master, Guardian in Tales of the Abyss. Neat.
I love her.
Like, there's got to be like a PC port of this. It's a Tales series. Obviously, it had to have been put somewhere.
How does one sound now?
A little bit on the low side.
Yeah, you're very low compared to everyone else.
Why am I low? My microphone is literally in my throat.
Check your computer settings.
Yeah.
or-
You check your computer settings. You can check your Discord settings too. I mean, all else fails, I can just manually turn you up. It's just when your audio corrects itself, then you'll be Lord Cajun of the sound boom.
Yeah, sorry for nerding out a little bit. I'm just like, my
Oh
childhood.
no, that's what this whole show's about. Nerd out. Like, fly your freak flag. Like, do the thing. I mean, heck, you had me going down memory lane of how much I hated the new 3DS.
How's about the now?
Getting
Better.
better. Here, let me make sure that I don't have. I have you set at 100% here. So
so weird. I only unplugged it long enough to use freaking SD card reader, and now it's like, it won't work.
They probably considered it a new device. If you look in system sounds, you should be able to see your recording volume. But if that's not a possibility, I can always just adjust you in Discord.
Hang on a second. How does one sound now?
Ooh, there you go.
Yes.
You found it. Let me ease away from the mic then. How's this? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Good.
The Bayou
Where?
Boy is back.
We're back in full power action, laddies.
Oh, what'd you think about Buzzard's song that I picked out?
I've been in and out of Discord all day because of party festivities. I don't know quite what you're talking about.
It was open to all three of you.
Where is it?
It's in the host chat. It just fucking slaps. Like, I absolutely love it. And it kind of fits what I want to do. So Buzzard's like, yeah, do it. So.
Oh, I see it now. Let me guess.
Yeah, it's magenta. He said he made it like 10 years ago, and he doesn't even have the files for it anymore. So it's just immortalized on YouTube right now. So I'm gonna have to go download the video, rip out the audio, adjust the levels, and then work on everything for the rest of this week.
Hey, Cajun.
Yes,
Have you ever owned a GameCube?
I have.
Have you ever played Bad and Kato's?
I have not.
Well,
I am SARS.
they're coming out with a remake of, or a remaster of it, both 1 and 2, for the Nintendo Switch.
Could you give me some visuals? Maybe I have played it. I'm very bad with names. So there's a possibility I might have played it.
Hold on.
And yes, that magenta song slaps. Now that I got all my audios working right.
Oh yeah, I'm probably gonna have to cut and slice it up. Luckily, the beats are even, and so I can slice it anywhere and make it into anything I want. But I also have to like shrink it down. I'm trying to keep whatever it is I'm doing to about 60 seconds, because as much as I can tolerate. At least for the stinger for the YouTube channel and Twitch. And then I need to get to work on making a legit intro using that tune. So
Yeah, with that game in particular, it had a unique battle system which included aspects of turn-based, action-based, collectible cards, and poker.
That looks so familiar.
It came out in 2003, and so 20 years later, they're remastering it into a Switch game.
It must be just the era of that, because starting Tuesday, I am going to be fangasming over the re-release of Legend of Dragoon on PlayStation.
Nice.
So it must be that time of era for these old games just to be making a comeback. So I'm okay with it.
all right, we are at 10:20, 10 minutes before showtime. I'm gonna burn up our last ad before we are ad-free for the entire podcast.
Yeah.
But look down at the reception, though. Look at the publications. Like Game Informer was an 8.75 out of 10. GamePro 4 to 5. GameSpot 8.5 out of 10. You know, it's close to being perfect. Close.
I'll look further into it once it beckons itself onto the Switch.
And yes, it did have a cult following.
Sounds like it.
There's people like me. Like, how do you not know?
Like, look at my child and love it.
That's why I was
I'll be right back.
between Bad and Kato's and Tales of the Abyss. I was just like, do you know this game? No. Ah!
You will know. You will learn. Okay, Discord apparently does this weird thing where it tells you when the member joined Discord.
What?
Yeah, I'm looking at the message that you just sent me, Crit, and it says that you joined the Discord on my birthday of 2016.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh, sorry, I wasn't saying what to that. I was saying what to why my BFG 9000 shot didn't kill an enemy around the corner.
Reasons.
Yeah, I'm seeing that. It caused me to take a bunch of damage, too.
wait, your birthday is in September?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so I guess I joined on your birthday.
You did.
Nice.
I just looked up. I was like, "Hey!"
Hey, this is my creation date.
I was uploaded to the Matrix on this date.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I saw you were around when you liked my tweet about the Sphinx being a furry.
Yep. Yes, indeed. As I always say, we do not kink shame around here, no matter what era you are from.
Apparently, when we were looking it up, because me and Amy were looking at History Channel stuff,
Uh-huh.
they're saying that the Sphinx actually predated uh, the Egyptian stuff because they researched the erosion uh, for the Sphinx in comparison to the pyramids, and they said that the Sphinx had like some kind of like water erosion. So this is like prior to like the Sahara Desert formation type thing. This is they're saying it's probably it was around since like maybe when there was like more foliage and stuff like that.
If I'm not mistaken, the Sahara actually used to be very vibrant and water
Lush.
led and had life. So I wouldn't be surprised that it was there before the desert just said, "Hey, I'm gonna take over." I believe it. Like there's so many things on this dead gum planet we don't understand.
I just think it's fascinating.
Oh, I agree. I 100% agree. Um, when we went to Scotland, they took us to these stones where there was the ancient Scots used to do just rituals and get-togethers and all that good stuff. But these stones are like geographically like perpendicular or like line up with Stonehenge. And there is findings of pigs that only existed in the Scottish area. Their bones are found over at Stonehenge to show that people went from these ancient stones, traveled all the way to Stonehenge and did something else. And here we are in 2023 and we still have no idea what they did.
Oh,
That blows my mind.
maybe during a podcast talking about historical places and stuff like that, maybe for a future podcast we can have like a Halloween special at like a haunted location or whatever, and be like, or supposedly haunted location, and have like a believers versus non-believers night.
I'm down with that. That'd be a lot of fun. Shine the non-believers. Shine.
Oh god, they stole my kidney.
They stole my freaking kidney.
The funniest thing happened tonight. We went to Hibachi to celebrate a little man's birthday for the final time this week, and the chef came out and he asked if anybody had a birthday. Harrison, of course, was avid and raised his hand and all that good stuff. And he goes, "How old are you?" Harrison goes, "I'm 7." Chef looks at him real serious, like 7. 14 more years till sake. Very good. I laughed so hard. My dad was here. He and I were rolling. Harrison had no clue what the joke was, but we loved it. It was great.
Reminds you of the one time I went to a Japanese sushi place, and this nice sweet older lady, she kept on pouring me sake. She kept on pouring it, like, a little sake bottle or whatever. She kept on pouring it. I was like, whatever, I'll just eat my sushi, drink my sake or whatever. So I took it back in shots. And as I'm getting ready to get up and like leave or whatever, and she's like, "What? How are you standing? How are you not drunk?" I'm like, "I don't know." So as soon as I got to the movie theater, we went to go see like a horror movie, like for like a werewolf or whatever. Oh God, I it hit me so hard at the theater. I was out.
I have yet to have enough sake in my system for it to do anything to me.
No, she like just piled it on me. Like I just kept on shooting it back. I'm not really that much of a drinker. So when I drink something too much, after not drinking at all, it hits. It really does. Got to the point where, like, in this movie, like, a werewolf got, or someone got, like, impaled upon a spike, and I started laughing, and I was like, haha, that guy got penetrated.
And this is why she's on the podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Her lovely insight, just like that. I love it. That's great.
Oh, the people in D&D love me.
I can't wait. I cannot wait to have you into in a D&D format. I can't.
I hope I traumatize wizards.
Between you and the homicidal maniac that will be Imi's character, it's going to be great.
I'm not a murder hobo.
You're a psychedelic robot that has a literal mood swing flip.
Look, he just, depending on which one it is, I have one that just absolutely detests all things human or humanoid. I have one that just doesn't give a fuck about, or the other one doesn't give a fuck about everybody. But the worst one is my guy that likes to make armor out of people's skin.
No, I think the worst one is probably the one that blasts your girlfriend with chromatic orbs and freezes her on the lucky roll with inspiration.
Look,
Very nice. Yeah, once you start throwing the dice, boyfriend and girlfriend, wife, husband, brother, sister, that goes out the window. At that point, you're just a target.
How did you guys survive? Oh, I see how this is working.
I keep forgetting he's multitasking while we're having these conversations.
I am multitasking because I'm realizing that this game is set up weird. I'm playing Doom 3, the original one, and a lot of the enemies are invulnerable until you actually activate them by walking by them. So that's kind of annoying.
Sounds annoying.
Yeah, so I used to, like in Doom 1 and Doom 2, you could shoot your BFG into a room and it would just clear out everything. In this one, you actually have to activate the enemies so they become like available objects to kill. Otherwise, they don't do anything. They just sort of sit there and be like, dude, what the hell are you doing?
Fair enough. But
Oh, I wasn't distracted by a fat dog. What are you talking about?
And nearly deafened me with the video.
Sorry. Also, this will be one of my I know some nights I'm more informed than other nights, but I think this is definitely going to be one of those nights where I'm like,
well, see how. But for now,